Good. When we're using terms as your faith has made you healed, we have to first understand until now, you have not asked, I have done so. Remembering I teach in pieces so that you remember this moment, you remember how you came to me, and all of our time spent together, the misconceptions you had, the truth and truths that are the truth I have told you, or I have whispered in the dark. You will now proclaim from the rooftops. I'm walking with someone, and I'm impressing upon you, as long as you are trying with all of your heart, you are perfect. You cannot heal anyone until you have actually had experience, not only possibly with their same condition, but you have the authority to cast out that demon. Main part, authority. My wife went to deliverance services. Others have seen deliverances, prayed for them. Then saw how people came against it, tried to prove it as false. In some cases it was. All of these things revolving my name that I foresaw would happen, so there needed to be a way to replace where the aspects of unbelief, doubt, downright anger, resentment, the feeling of abandonment, was being portrayed as the desire of God to be that moment not occurring how they felt it should, or when it should, or all of the notions that came into the simple misconstrued belief of it didn't work. There is an appointed way and appointed time for every healing. The importance of the authority over demons, as my disciples came rushing to me excitedly saying, "Lord," and I said, "Do not marvel that demons have to be under your authority." It is right when you are taking the approach, I need to be very careful with this. When I used terms such as, "I already know the devil's going to try and sift you, but I have prayed for you," you have to remember who went into the Holy of Holies. You are not high priest. So the direction you receive from me is, first, I am giving you permission because it is my will at that moment this happen, because it is already done in heaven. You are being the proof of my love and who you're pointing back to as your authority, Michael Brian Thomas. This stems from, I was Melchizedek. And answers the arguments revolving around the Christophany, which was argued, was that Jesus walking the earth and Melchizedek brought wine as an offering of respect and a remembrance that would be utilized and has been utilized by my prophets as I have commanded. And spare not the wine, bring the wine into my storehouse. All little indications that Abraham could see. Whoa. This is the Lord. So I had stated, you will heal the sick, you will drive out demons. Where two or more are gathered in my name. Fear not. Now, When you do not know for certain it is me, you now have Scripture fulfilled, the sign, and you now can equate these videos, my work, my love, my time, my devotion to you, as verbal, visual, there is a piece of understanding I can give you as pages of Scripture fulfilled, taught, lived out, and you have seen the fruit. The authority over demons is simple. All things were created. Rulers, principalities, in high places, powers, through, for, and by the Lord Michael Bryan Thomas. Jesus. When you're taking into account, and he will have a name inscribed upon himself, only he, and this is possible in these videos, you can see if I'm laughing when I'm speaking, if I'm very solemn, forlorn, concerned, understanding your pain and affliction. You see my countenance towards you. A name only he himself knows or understands. You cannot equate that to a the understanding has to first come from, if you will accept, then these thousands of years, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob, that same Spirit dwelling in you. And like anything that is my will, it is always already accomplished for you, as it is my will. Scripture talks about according to his will. The age of grace was a time of, there is a vessel near you. This vessel uses my name. You need healing. Because we have these spiritual entities operating at such a frequent, repetitive attack against the kingdom of heaven. And the scripture says there have always been attacks against the kingdom of heaven. And until you understand the term, the existence, and the capacity of how much love is required for the atonement, and that without the atonement, there would be no sensations, similar to how people are feeling right now. I've felt them in the spirit. I'm getting no direction. I have to do something, so I'm going to just do this. You are not that. You are not a part of that. The assurance and feelings coming from you are in heaven. There are so many different lies what I'm doing and how I'm doing it is rendering useless and futile, kicking against the goats against me. That the precision I'm teaching you and you are utilizing and learning is what is setting you apart so much. And when you have understood what was holding up your financial prosperity, what was holding up your marital bliss, from the perspective of, were you actually in, as you have in some cases convicted yourself by your words? Did you receive me? Or do you encapsulate why I already had some aspect of my thoughts towards you proclaimed, you heard, and saw evidence of, and honestly accepted that you fell short of my glory with my spirit through conviction or simply lack of entering my rest made known to you. Those in that mindset are blessed. It was given to you. As you have recognized me, given to you. Wandering like fugitives is because I have already told you what to do. You will receive no further guidance, confirmation, or comfort. When I am marking your place in your story, no matter how far you may think you have gone, and the cord not easily broken, and you are not wrapped in this cord, your marriage will suffer. I love you.